This is a Fox San Antonio special, Going After Gangs.
Good evening, I'm Yami. Virgen gangs have been a major problem for San Antonio, and no side of town has been hit harder than the city's east side. Over the last year, we've documented the efforts that local and federal law enforcement have taken to crack down on criminals. Tonight, we're going along for a ride with authorities patrolling the streets, and we're finding out what's changed in the last year. Time stands still for no one. But throughout the years, some things never change.
Bang, bang, pow, pow, I do my bang, bang, look at me now.
All the gang members basically are thinking about the same thing. They think about making money, they think about the violence that goes along with the gangs, and they think about the girls, the women that they can get out here.
Just like 20 years ago, today, the life of a gang member's all about status, getting it and keeping it, no matter what it takes.
These gang members make a lot of money, and they make a lot of money selling dope. Not necessarily shooting and everything, but the money that they get from, selling these drugs out here, it's unbelievable.
No one knows these gangs better than SAPD Detective John.
When we don't have the answer or we don't know who this person is, that's where we go. He's like our resource. It seems like he knows everybody.
Because of the work he does, we cannot show you his face. For 20 years, John has seen entire family trees go down the path of gang life as a member of SAPD's elite gang unit.
Not only am I seeing those guys that I handled back in the early 90s that are now getting out of the penitentiary, but they have kids that are now involved in the same gang that they belong to.
Although the job forces them to see violent crime day in and day out, it doesn't make images like this one on Christmas Day of last year any easier to swallow for anyone.
There's something when a young kid is shot that's, just out playing, trying to live a normal life. It tugs on your heartstrings, but at that, as a police officer, you want to do something about it.
When something like that happens, it's not over right there.
And we're being told that 50 rounds had been fired on Corliss first, that they have apprehended one person, 2 people are still on the loose.
It's going to get worse before it gets better.
This is undermining our community.
At a packed community meeting in January, residents were crying out for more help.
It was evident that the residents in the east portion of the city were extremely concerned about what was going on.
You never know. You can just be sitting at home watching TV and get shot. This makes no sense.
You have to try to gain control over it somehow and keep it in check.
Most of the shootings that took place around Christmas fell under one of the 3 main reasons for the violence.
One of them is going to be drug related. One gang is thinking that the other gang is making more money, so they're going to go shoot at them because they want to eliminate, their competition.
The other problem is women being involved with gang members from 2 different gangs. That's believed to be the reason for the Christmas Day shooting on Belmont. And the other main reason is believed to have cost a young man his life as he walked down Sprigsdale during the shooting spree.
We saw you in our neighborhood before. That's disrespectful to us. Now we're going to go find you and say you can't just roll up in our neighborhood like that.
The one thing that has changed, according to John, is the gang members' mobility and his comfort zone.
Although they've grown up in this neighborhood and this is the East Terrace gangster area, they move out to the north side. They go and they get apartments out there. They heard, north side is nice and they make their money selling dope and they move out of the neighborhood, but they always come back.
So with 2 people dead and over 10 injured in less than 2 weeks in drive-by shootings, the San Antonio Police Department had to come up with a plan. And unlike the last major operation, they're not targeting a particular gang. The criminal activity will lead them to those who are causing most of the problems in our streets. We take you through the operation next.